Hi there, I'm John from CNCKing.com, and today we make custom oak coins. Now, it doesn't matter what kind of wood species we use or the size or the design of the coin that we end up making here at CNCKing.com. The point is it's all solid wood, and that's real wood. Now you might be wondering, how do we make these? It's a relatively straightforward process. The first step is getting the lumber. In this case here, it's solid oak, and it's really thick in this case here, as you can see. So if we want to make something thin out of something thick, there's two ways of doing it. The easiest way to do it actually is just use our bandsaw, which is what I do, and I split it 2 or 3 times. So I'm resawing into smaller, thinner wedges. What I then do is put them on the planer, and what the planer does is just flattens everything out evenly and gives it a really nice, almost sanded quality finish to the surface of the coins. So once I have all my wedges, as you can see here, this is where the coins come from, and they fit right in here as they should. So what I do is I put a masking over both the front and the back. And you might say, well, why bother doing that if you're sanding it? Well, the front looks pretty good with the laser, but the back, you can see all that smoke. What happens is it actually gets all over the coin, and instead of being a fun sanding process, it makes it a very big, huge sanding process. Because basically what happens is notice the different densities in the wood, and what happens is that the smoke gets in between that. So then I'm sanding a lot more to remove just some smoke damage or smoke stains on the wood, while the masking almost takes care of almost all of it in one shot. Now you might be wondering, why do we use the laser instead of the router to make these coins? The most straightforward answer is I wanted the contrast on the edge. So with the laser I get free edge contrast. I could also, as you can see here, engrave both sides. And that's relatively difficult to do with a router. And that's because what happens is the router is a contact process. And because it touches the coin, it could also make it fly off, across the shop. While with the laser, it's a non-contact process, and I don't have to worry about any paint filling. So what you see here contrast-wise is just the wood that's burned. While with the router, it'd be the same color as the surface, and the problem with that is, of course, then I gotta use paint. course, the final process to making these custom coins is the finishing. You notice here is what the wood looks like right off the planer, and here's what it looks like after it's finished. What the finishing does, it does two things. It adds to the contrast of the coin itself, so it makes the burning from the laser look a lot darker and a lot richer. It also adds a lot of tones to the wood itself to increase the contrast in general. But it also protects it from the environment. Wood is a natural product, and yes, it will eventually biodegrade in the environment, as you know, any wood will. But by putting a protective layer on the front and the back and all around, you end up having a coin that lasts a lot longer than otherwise. So if you're looking for custom coins, any size, any shape, any material, we can make them out of steel, we can make them out of anything else, of course, but generally wooden coins are made out of wood, any kind of species that you want as well. Just contact me at CNCKing.com. We'll make them for you and we'll ship them right to your door.